What's up, everyone? James Lynch here for Odds Checker US, taking a look at Saturday's UFC Vegas 40 main card. And this card's actually going to be at the usual time slot. We've had a couple earlier cards over the last couple weeks. It's going to be taking place at the UFC Apex, and we have a new main event. Actually, this main event's been flipped around a few times, but we now have Aspen Ladd taking on Norma Dumont. I'll give you my main card pick for that one in another video, but let's take a look at the main card and what we got going on here. Kicking off the main card, really exciting middleweight fight between Julian Marquez and Jordan Wright. Let's have a quick look at the tail of the tape here. Marquez, the favorite, about minus 200 on a lot of books. Marquez, 31 years old compared to 30 for Jordan Wright. They're both Contender Series veterans. They both were featured on the show. Wright actually lost this fight. Marquez won his. Marquez and Jordan Wright pretty even here, 6'2" apiece. A little bit of a reach advantage there for Jordan Wright in this fight, but a really pivotal matchup in the middleweight division to kick off the main card of UFC Vegas 40. Also, fight you definitely don't want to miss here in the women's flyweight division. Manon Furio taking on Maria Bueno Silva. Furio's been thought of as kind of the next big thing in the flyweight division, right? Valentina Shevchenko, the current champion, keeps knocking off everyone. Furio is someone who's been making a lot of noise here, and that's why she's the minus 200 favorite here. 31 years old compared to 30 for her opponent, 5'7" to 5'6", and a 66-inch reach compared to a 66.5-inch reach for her opponent here. The Beast has looked, like her nickname says, she's been knocking out, she has finished, I should say, her last two opponents. A lot of high expectations for her in this fight, and I think that's why she's getting the main card treatment on this card, as you're seeing her sort of showcased against Silva. But Silva's no slouch, like I mentioned, 7-1-1 record, pretty solid opposition here, but a really good fight for the women's flyweight division. Keeping it moving, we have a really exciting fight in the lightweight division. Jim Miller taking on a newcomer, Eric Gonzalez, the Ghost Pepper. Miller a lot older here at 38. He's the betting favorite here at minus 200. 29 years old here for his opponent, and 5'8" compared to 5'11", 71 to 74. So the newcomer Gonzalez going to be a little bit bigger in this fight here, but you look at the experience gap, 32 wins here for Jim Miller, 16 losses, just a 14-5 record here for his opponent. So really exciting fight. Typical prospect versus veteran matchup here. We'll see if Jim Miller can still turn back the clock at 38 years of age. And then in the co-main event, it's another situation of a veteran versus a prospect. Andrei Arlovski, the former heavyweight champion, taking on Carlos Felipe. Right now, Arlovski a slight favorite here, and like we mentioned in the last fight, a lot more experience here for Arlovski. 31-20 record, just 11-1 record there for Felipe. Arlovski's 42 years old, so that's something that jumps out right away. Just 26 years old here for Carlos Felipe, and Arlovski going to be a little bit bigger in this fight at 6'3" compared to 6 feet tall for his opponent. 77-inch reach compared to 75 for the Brazilian. So really exciting fight in the co-main event. Can Arlovski continue picking up wins at his age, or can Felipe show sort of a changing of the guard in this fight? All right, main event, a little bit of an interesting fight that kind of came out of left field. We've got Norma Dumont taking on Aspen Ladd. So if you remember, Aspen Ladd was supposed to fight Macy Chasson a few weeks ago, ended up missing weight. That fight was at bantamweight. She missed weight. Chasson refused to fight her after missing weight. So Ladd now moves up a weight class and takes on Norma Dumont instead. Dumont was supposed to fight Holly Holm. Holly Holm's out. Aspen Ladd steps in. So this is the fight we have. It's a little bit interesting here, and you'll see Dumont, the underdog, at plus 120, minus 140 for Aspen Ladd. Similar in age, well, I shouldn't say too much, but 31 years old here for Norma Dumont, 26 years old for Aspen Ladd, 5'7" to 5'6", 67 to 66. So just a slight height and reach advantage for the Brazilian over Aspen Ladd in this fight. We'll see. Again, Aspen Ladd had a pretty tough weight cut a few weeks ago. Is she ready to go? Is this a situation of where she just needs to fight? I don't know. We'll find that out on Saturday. I think Ladd is the better fighter on paper, but we'll see how this one unfolds. Again, look for my main event video on Odds Checker. I will be giving my pick for this fight as well, but really exciting fight in the featherweight division, which is a division that UFC hasn't given a lot of attention to. So good to see they have a headliner at 145 pounds. So I want to know what you guys think in the comments section. What are some of your picks for this main card? It's going to be a really exciting fight card, I should say, for this weekend. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports. Subscribe to this YouTube channel at Odds Checker US, where you'll find my interviews and my breakdowns every single week. I'm James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.